Hello again. This is Brandon from Pure Water Power, and today I'm surrounded by beasts. That is right. We have the Little Beast and the Solar Beast. Today I'm going to talk to you about both of these powerhouses of units. The Little Beast here is your best friend for window cleaning, and your Solar Beast here is your pal for solar cleaning. The Beast system is a robust dual RO system featuring dual pre-filtration and a 20-inch resin container with a built-in booster pump and onboard TDS meter. Meaning the Little Beast has a lot going on. So this is the Solar Beast model, as you can tell by the sticker and hose. So what's going on here is you have your inlet, outlet, and your waste all in one place. Right next to your TDS meter, which you can read your incoming, which comes here, and your outgoing, which comes out here. Hooks up from the front. I will have to move it so I don't kink here, but just so you guys can see, this is our inlet. Then we have our outlet. Hooked up here. And then the wastewater from both RO housings are going to exit here. On the back of the unit, you'll notice we have the wire for the pump. This wire here is a GFCI wire, meaning it's going to help protect against faults, and it will detect if there's a break in the electrical circuit. So it's a very helpful tool. We'll touch more on that a little later. But for now, I'm going to talk about what this unit is equipped with. So this unit, just like the other Pure Water Power units, is equipped with filter wrenches for your filter maintenance. Again, we have our magic lube. That's for any seal, any brine seal, any gasket that you'll come across when it comes to your filter changes, your housings, and any sort of seal that needs a little extra oomph. It will come with 2 packets of RO Guardian. The RO Guardian is a membrane preservative that will help maintain and preserve your RO membranes for long-term storage and winterization. And last but not least, we have our upgraded hose line. So this upgraded hose line is for your wastewater. This wastewater is going to come out of a restricted fitting here, and water will travel out with this upgraded hose line included with your accessory bundle. Wastewater will travel out here. Shown but not included in your accessory bundle are the wheels for the top of your Little Beast or Solar Beast, which allows you to lay the unit down. So perhaps you're storing your unit in your truck and you want to slide it to the end of your truck to get your hookups and then slide it back. This unit, just like any other unit, can be operated laying down or standing up. So once you have your unit unboxed, just like any other RODI system, this is one of those systems that you're going to want to saturate your RO membranes to allow for more efficient pure water production out of your membranes. It'll save you about 500 gallons of water to get the same efficiency. So, to do so, I highly encourage either disconnecting the pure water hoses, which on a Solar Beast indicated by the yellow hose. On the Little Beast, it'll be indicated by the blue hose out of the center of the RO caps. You can disconnect those lines, or I better recommend removing the DI cartridge from the housing. That way, water's just going to travel a lot easier. You don't have to worry about where the water's going to go from your two housings. So we're going to go ahead and remove the DI bowl. We'll use our filter wrench included with the accessory bundle. And then give that a pop. And then again, 3 twists, 2, 3, and the 4th twist, it's gonna wanna come out. And that'll, there we go. And that will reveal the 20-inch DI cartridge included with your system. And then you can pull out your cartridge or just have it sneak out as such. Now we can put the bowl back in so water can safely travel through the housing and out of the unit. And then we're just gonna route our wastewater over here. So on first time usage or after any membrane swap, you're gonna wanna go ahead and do those steps. Because now we can run water through the unit. We're keeping our pre-filters because again, we don't want any unnecessary things to enter your RO membranes during this portion. And at this point, we can go ahead, start running water. Upon first usage, it's gonna take a minute or two before you get any output. You're gonna see your wastewater restriction first. Perfect time. And then we're gonna see pure water escape from this hose. And once you do, you're gonna let that run for 10 minutes. That'll purge any air, any extra stuff that shouldn't be there. After you run water for 10 minutes and let it sit for 12 hours, you're ready to start cleaning windows. Because again, you're gonna save 500 gallons to get the same efficiency where you could save yourself that time and water. And just like that, we have water flowing. You're gonna end up doing this between filter changes and first time usage. So now, while we're talking about this unit, you're gonna say, Brandon, this is the PWP double RODI. What's so special about the Solar and Little Beast, you might ask? This system comes with a 120 volt booster pump. Now this booster pump is equipped with a nice waterproof heavy duty GFCI. This upgraded GFCI will help protect from any faults in the electrical wiring, will also ensure that it makes a full connection. That way your pump can properly turn on and off and everything is safe. So we're gonna go ahead and plug the pump in. When you plug it in, you're gonna notice a little light is gonna appear. We'll use this guy. When you plug it in, you have the power light, which will illuminate green. You could always test. By testing, it's gonna create a fault and break the connection, which it'll tell you by a red light. And then you can reset, and it will reset and get ready to get plugged in. It's important you make sure you do this before any use, just to make sure that you have a proper electrical connection. The other thing is, while I have no water running through this unit, do not advise for you to run your pump because we're not pumping anything. You might burn your motor. It's just not wise. So what we're gonna do now that we're all plugged in, if you're outside, I highly recommend an extension cord, a waterproof extension cord, and keep it away from the wet stuff. So now gonna go ahead and run water into the unit. And for example's sake, now that water is traveling through the whole unit, this booster pump is going to help you out at those residential houses that have crappy pressure, or just anywhere that you're just not getting enough pressure into your system, not enough flow. Well, that's where this pump is going to come in handy. So the pump itself is under the blue cover of the unit. The control box for the pump is here, connected to the GFCI that we already have plugged in. On the unit itself, you'll notice a pressure gauge. The pressure gauge here is going to monitor the pressure from your pump to then your RO membranes. So it'll tell you how much pressure is in the system. And then above, you'll notice there is a pressure relief valve, which you can decrease the velocity of the pressure in here or increase it. So once you have flow coming out of this, I'm going to turn on the pump. If you ever notice that it turns on loud, that means all you have to do is increase or decrease the pressure relief valve. That means the motor's working a little too hard for the pressure inside. But now we have our pump. That is a lot of water. And then when you're done with the pump, simply turn it off. So the neat part about this system is it's always going to give you a boost if you need it. So if you're in a bad water situation, turn on your pump. Again, take the proper precautions and make sure you run your GFCI test before plugging in your unit. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Turn it on, turn it off. When you're all done, you can coil up your wire here to your cable bracket. And that is what makes the beast of a beast. So whether you're running for solar or you're running for window cleaning, the little beast is a powerhouse of a system. Whether solar or little, you're gonna get a lot of pure water production out of the unit.